All right, so next we will move on to the recognition of the student winners of our Martin Luther King Day programming contest that we have. Two different contests. One was for the poster contest for middle school students, and the other was an essay contest at high school students. So first I would like to, Beth Breeden was in charge of the middle school poster contest, and I'll let her get started. And there is a certificate and a cash award to the participants of this program.
If Vivian Orsendorf can come forward, please. And also Shay Boos, if you can please come forward to the desk here, please. All right.
Here you go.
Congratulations to both of you. I'm very honored as far as for Black History Month. I am also an African American, and I do want to thank you very much for doing these posters. It means a lot to me, as also being on the Human Rights Commission. I know you both have put a lot of time in this, and I know it's been many, many weeks and months you've worked on these, and I really appreciate all the effort you've done. We did choose 2 winners this year for the posters, and the first person was first place. And I'd like you to, if you can, tell me a little bit about your poster. And it was going to Vivian Orsendorf. And if you can please step up to the podium and tell us a little bit about why you chose this and what it really means to you, too.
At first, I was a little confused at what to do, but I looked at some pictures online about some other posters and decided to go with a tree sprouting from freedom, kind of like the slavery and everyone just being free and their own person, and that was kind of it, I guess.
Thank you very much. We have something very important to give you to for recognition for first place from the Human Rights Commission. Here's your certificate. Thank you very much. And we also will be getting back your poster too when we're done with it. Our second one that went for second place. Just trying to maybe get this. There's a lot of meaning to this one too. This is our second place winner, and it was Shay Boos. And Shay, if you can step up to the podium too, I'd like to thank you too on our behalf as well from Human Rights for spending the time you spent in the poster. It's very beautiful too.
I don't have much to say on it, to be honest. Ms. P asked me if I wanted to do a thing for competition, and I did. That's what the poster was.
Can I ask a question? How did you come up with the idea? It's really neat, and it took me just a minute to see the hands. Like, I focused in on the people first, but where did you get your inspiration, or you just thought of the idea?
I just thought of it.
It's very creative.
Can you explain who the 3 people are?
The one in the top middle is Frederick Douglass. The one to the left is, what's her name? Harriet Tubman, sorry. And the one to the right is Martin Luther King.
when I was told that you were monitored while you were drawing because it was too good to believe. So, great job. Both of you, that's beautiful.
Well, I want to compliment you specifically on your reproduction of people. It's very, very hard to do people. You know, it takes a good artist to do that.
Thank you.
You did well.
I'd like to congratulate you too from the Human Rights Commission.
Thank you.
And here's your certificate also.
Congratulations.
Okay, and I worked with the high school essay contest. So I would like Carly Boyson, Rachel Hochschild, and Emma Engenberger to come forward. If they are all three here, very good. Okay. Likewise, we have certificates and an award for your efforts. All three of you very well thought out, different aspects with each one. And I will tell you that I talked with the judges, and for 10 days, they were just arguing how is this going to go, who's on top. It was and they were very upset that they had to make a pick. They were all so well done, and they put forth their point so very well. So thank you very much, ladies, for participating in this program. And I'm going to start with what we got here. Let's start at the bottom, because Carly's got a surprise here, because she knows about it.
I'm dancing.
Okay, Emma, there you go. Thank you very much. I appreciate your efforts. Very nice, very thoughtful essay.
Thank you.
I read them all, and it was very good. So you get to smile into the camera now. There you go. There you go. Those stay. And here you go. Congratulations. Thank you. Rachel, here's your essay as well. Thank you very much for your participation. My wife is going to be here, but I guess she hadn't heard it. She had you as a student. Mrs. Ryan? She remembers you. Yeah, right away. Congratulations very much. Thank you. You get to smile into the cameras too. There you are. Carly, Carly, I'm going to make her pay for her. I would very much like you to read your essay to the commission.
Okay,
And you can use the
That
podium
one?
right there.
Okay.
It's just,
I'll be all
it's just as
official.
well.
Okay. Building bridges for a bold dream. I was raised to love and accept everyone. I was taught to see the good in everyone and that everyone had their purpose in life, and we all are who we are. That being said, I also grew up in a world full of hate that only seems to be spreading. Politics and race, gender and sexuality, just a few topics that divide us all. I've noticed that ever since I was younger how easily judgment arose from society. If you didn't wear the right clothes or have the right hairstyle, you weren't a part of the cool kids. It seemed that the acceptance you wanted wasn't possible unless you looked like them or acted like them. From a young age, we have this mindset that you can't be your own person if you want to change, wants the chance of fitting in, or you think that when you grow up, all that judgment will go away. The thing is, though, it doesn't. Our judgment is where we divide, our lack of love and understanding. Judgment seems bad when we're young, but it only gets worse by age. We aren't allowed to be ourselves. Martin Luther King Jr. wanted to change this immense judgment in the world. He wanted us to be seen as equals, but that isn't even close to true today. Martin Luther King said, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that." And that is what our world needs, is more love. We're driving on that hate, that darkness. The news and papers are constantly focusing on our negatives. In a world so full of wonderful things, we need to start to change our mindset. We were all meant to be different. It makes us interesting, and our beliefs don't define us. Our physical appearance doesn't define us. Being a good person, though, that defines us. We need to learn to just love and love everyone and everything. We need to start accepting these differences and understand that we'll never all be the same. We judge by nature every day. We all do it, but it's what we do after we start to judge that makes the difference. When we judge a person, it's usually physical. They don't look like you do or act like you do. I don't know why that's scary for our society, but it is. We create stereotypes, and it only adds to our judgment. Whether it's associating men with dominance or women as weak, African Americans always as criminals or Muslims as terrorists. We assume these, but we rarely give the chance to know them or their worth. We never open our eyes and give these people chances to show that the actions that the others in their culture do doesn't define who they are. There's this warped image that not every life matters, which is so far from the truth. We have such a great purpose in this life, and we need to open our eyes to that. Men can wear dresses, women can have muscle, men can love each other along with women loving women. Asians don't always have to be smart, Hispanics are not always immigrants. African Americans can be successful and they're not always criminals, and not all Muslims are terrorists. Our world is filled with amazing people that are changing us and how we think, but we're too focused on the bad. The bombs, politics, crimes, deaths, assault. I'm not saying that these aren't important, but instead of focusing on the bad, we need to see the beauty in our world and the diverse culture and people that it's made up of. Start seeing the good in people. Everyone has it in them somewhere. I want to start living in a world where we are proud to understand the cultures and race, where we want to know the different kinds of people. I want to live in a world Martin Luther King Jr. would be proud to see, a place where we are all equal. We have made progress from his time, I know that, but not enough to eliminate this division that seems to be still breaking up families and friendships. I wanted to write this essay because I want to be the change I wish to see in the world. I want to spread the message to more than just the people than just the ones close to me. If we all make the change and spread love and acceptance of our differences, just imagine how wonderful our world could become.